What's going on, my Sasso Moto family? Hopefully all you guys are doing amazingly great, and welcome back to the channel. Now, I wanted to talk about this motorcycle once again. The last video that I did, I talked about things I didn't like about this bike, and this time around, I want to talk about 7 things that I do like about this bike and why you should consider buying one of these. It's got a lot of amazing features and a lot of great things, and let's just go and start the countdown with number 1. Comfort. This bike is hella comfortable. Let me just say, for a sports bike, you know that these bikes are not the most comfortable, especially if you're doing long rides and long trips. This bike is absolutely incredibly comfortable. I don't know if it's the way the seat is, but that tank, it just, you're sitting more in the bike than on top of it. I'm not sure if any of you guys have ever sat on like a different sports bike. For example, an R1, maybe a Ducati, Kawasaki ZX-10, but those bikes, for the most part, they're more, for the newer ones, I would say, they are not as comfortable as this bike. Number 2 is cruise control. Let me just tell you, some people think, oh, cruise control. No, cruise control is not dumb, to be honest. It is, especially if you're doing long trips, it is the best thing. You know, you can take your hands right off the throttle just to rest it up a little bit. Any of you guys know that when you're doing long distance riding, your right hand tends to get fatigued. With cruise control, you can legit like continuously ride and not have to like continuously leave that hand on the throttle because you have to keep going, obviously. You know, especially if you're riding out in the freeway. This is a feature that not a lot of bikes have, not that I'm aware of, but this one does have it. Cruise control, absolute must. People may say it's stupid, but I say it's a major benefit. Heated grips. Yes, I live in Florida, and yes, it does drop down in the 30s, and yes, I have ridden in cold weather. Not a lot of people do ride in the cold, but the people that do, this is a major benefit to this bike. I absolutely love it. It's something that I thought that was stupid in the beginning, but I remember the days where I used to find myself tucking my hand where the engine area is just to keep my hands warm because it'd be so freaking cold. So heated grips, yes, it's an absolute must. So that was number 3. This thing actually has a gas gauge. Gone are the days where you shake your bike side to side between your legs to find out how much gas is swiveling around in the tank. Yes, this thing has a freaking gas gauge. Or gone the days where you just wait for that gas light to come on, like, oh, I need to stop somewhere. So absolutely banging job, BMW, for that. Never had a gas gauge before. I kind of got used to that situation, but yeah. So gas gauge, to me, yes, beautiful work. Beautiful BMW. I mean, why have all that technology and not have a freaking gas gauge? Like, come on, peoples. We're in 2022 going on 2023. This thing is very easy to ride. People might call me crazy when I say this, but for a beginner bike, this is great. It's got so many different rider modes. Those options where it'll keep you safe on the street. You know, you can dim down the engine to like rain mode. It just brings down the power where you can't go too crazy with the throttle. Now, mind you, this is a very powerful bike. I would say that the ease of ride and handling on this thing is superb. The look. I love this thing when it was black, but now that I've gotten these monster fairings on here, and it's like a cleaner look without the RR, although I kind of miss the RR, I'd say this thing looks phenomenal. They did a bang up job with the carbon fiber look. Look at that, it looks real. Like these pieces right here where I added, you know, and this is real carbon fiber. You compare that to carbon fiber look. It's not that far apart. Only these parts right here, this and that are real carbon fiber. This is not real carbon fiber. And it goes all the way in the back, right through here underneath the tank, on the sides. Like, amazing job, man. Like, shout out to Monster Fairings for doing a bang up job. But yeah, look at this. It's insane. It looks great. In my opinion, it looks amazing. The power. This thing is a sleeper. When you ride this motorcycle, you feel how easy it is to ride on the streets, how nimble, you know, and people say it's quote unquote boring to ride. I don't know, I beg to differ on that. Maybe when it came in factory form, yes, but after I did the Brent Tuning Flash tune, I only did the stage 1. I didn't go to stage 2. This thing is a powerhouse. I'm just going to say that the power delivery on this thing, it is all there. Yes, you have to rev it up to the higher RPMs, but it's there. Don't get it twisted. It is all there. For a bike that feels like a sleeper when you're riding it, I mean, the aggressive look tells you, you know, I'm a bad bitch, but let me just say, you crack on that throttle, she'll remind you that she's a 1000cc beast of a bike. But that is it, guys. That's all I have for today. Thank you for being part of the Sasso Moto family. So thank you for tuning in, and thank you guys again for showing all the love and support to my channel. So just remember, stay safe, stay humble, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.